an idiot admires complexity, a genius admires simplicity. A physicist tries to make it simple. Anyway, an idiot, anything the more complicated it is, the more he will admire it. If you make something so clusterfucked he can't understand it, he's going to think you're a god because you made it so complicated nobody can understand it. That's how they write journals and academic journals. They try to make it so complicated people think you're a genius. Okay. Anyway, so
Hey there, imaginary friends. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Hopefully it's better now. I'll check a bit later. I messed with the settings. I wanted to make it more elegant, but it seems I didn't. That was late. The late Terry Davis there. I missed him by a couple of years, I think. Shame. But I guess that's how it is. Let me check first if it's gonna be for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. Doesn't really matter. You don't watch these anyway. No, this is a scuff stream. I just decided to stream and I guess I should have sticked with warcraft. It's a sign. Fuck. Yeah. Let's do some. Do you know what the worst part is? I would have stayed in the game and I wouldn't check. What do we do now? Nothing. We do nothing. This is fine. You say you're fine, but you're not. I don't know how that meme goes, and I'm not gonna look it up. You know what? We're gonna try not fuck something up and gonna try do something live. So give me, I'm slow. Give me some minutes. I don't know why this won't work. I thought I don't have to have two captures for games, so I decided to delete one. But I guess I do have to have two for both clans. I just changed the clan and it didn't work. Need to remember that for the Warcraft stream to change it back. Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. I got tangled up in various things. I know it's extra stupid, me rambling. I guess it makes no difference on the other hand. So, black screen of death, or blue screen of death. BSOD anyway. Can you see me? Fuck. At least here I get some experience. I don't know, as soon as I made the other client, I got the Fortnite option. I didn't have it before. I still had, I got, yeah, for Warcraft option. I don't know what's going on, but saved, scuffed. Now, if that doesn't throw you off, I don't know what will. So, yeah, we're just gonna ramble. I didn't stream for a while, didn't want to, but then again, you know, at least, I mean, I don't want to be on a schedule, but I didn't stream in a while, and so yeah, I got tangled up in some settings and stuff. Got some new programs which I hate. Seems they are, you know, default settings wise good, which I always prefer. That's always nice, though I need to check if some of those have the font options so I can make the letters bigger, which is important for me. Or I'll have to stick with squinting through the magnifier. I hate recording stuff, so I try to find some program. I mean, now you can assume what for, and there were some options, and of course I had to do some research. One thing was kinda sus, so I went with another one. 4K. No. Yeah, 4K. I wanted just to focus on one, but it didn't have official site, so that also was kinda sus, so I just went back doing something else. So that's what I'm planning on. It's tiresome, but I have one more idea to do. One more loop. Wonder how that will go. And size wise is gonna be a lot smaller files, so which I prefer, and I like to have the source stuff. Yeah, What else? What else? Do I check the... Yeah. You can see it. I couldn't resist. I'm weak. I went in, did some thinking, and that's one of the things. Digression. I don't like doing completely scuff streams, because who knows what I might say, and the last time I went all out on the sound settings. None of those here, in a way. But you know, if complaining is wrong, I don't want to be right. I'll continue the research. I'll probably lower it to 40%, see what happens. Not to paraphrase some other sayings, we'll not go into that now. What else? Yeah, I decided to do something I hate, and we lost a lot of time here. I decided to make a throwaway account, which I don't normally do. I made some alter ego, alt, with real fake info, and made a Lego account. And you can see the skin, which is nice. So I guess compared to what one is supposed to do for a lot worse skins, this is fine. So yeah, I said one thing and did something completely the opposite, like I always do, and wanted to be open about it. Yeah, there's something else I wanted to talk about, but I hate, making concepts. It makes things complicated, which, as you heard from this intro that I just thought of, I wanted to do something completely else, but maybe some other time. That would require a lot more preparation. Minutes. Okay. A lot of things that I could say, but I will not. So yeah, I got the skin, and I started talking about something I forgot. Yeah, one more thing before I check the text document. I think mostly from Twitter, I know about WoW stuff. X. And I've seen for a while that retaking of Glass and Care Bear co-op. Okay, let me say it like this. I have no clue what's going on. That's gonna be one of the topics here, hopefully. And I don't wanna self-insert, so the best way, if I can make it, is to express my concerns, but also recognize that I have no clue, which is exactly the case here. I have no clue what's going on. I don't know nothing about it. But I would assume, and I'm concerned about the Care Bear stuff. Sure, there might be a reason, there might be a common interest there, but I would assume that that would be awkward, inconvenient cooperation. There are better terms, but I don't want to come up with it right now. Wogan and undead in the same room, that's not a pleasant meeting, I would say. They did all that setup for expansions, and sure, things can change, and they do, but I don't think they should. And seeing VTuber Calia doesn't really look promising to me. I am biased, probably, but I don't think. I told you that long time ago I wrote a story that had some aspects of it, but my point and this, they don't match up at all. Maybe at some point I will just read the story or something, probably just copy paste it. Maybe it's done well, I don't know, hopefully it is, but like I say, just that image alone, hopefully there is a lot that is not seen. Hopefully. Just something, to complain up front. Preemptive complaining. So let's move on to... Do I go into game? Let's go into game. Hopefully I will remember. I don't know what counts experience-wise here, but as you might have seen, apart from that subtle innuendo of a shape, is that I have reached the end and even ends of the map. What I truly wanted to show you was, and it will make more sense in some other stream, I have no clue where my castle is. I spent a lot of time building it, and now we need to go back home, wherever it is. I don't know if they expand the universe just like IRL. Who knows what's going on there, but I wanted to reach all the corners, and I did. Quite the explorer I am. So one more thing that came to mind, and I'm maybe overthinking it, is I've caught a glimpse of some is it Age of Empires? And that got me thinking. It's gonna be hard not mentioning names, but Ghost MMO, is that one of the reasons for the art style? And combined with the things I said before, it's not only what you do, but how you do it. Is the stream laggy? I hope not. Oh, we are getting closer. Maybe too close. Let's explore a bit. And we're gonna finish. We have to finish it soon enough. So don't worry. I spend too much time looking for the art. I need to start deleting stuff. But let's finish the thought. So I have no clue what's going on there. They know. Maybe they want to have some combo of art styles and Age of Empires, if I am being correct about that one, being one of the influences. Who knows? Like I said, being done right, who knows? Like I said, I mainly form my opinion based on some concept art. What else? So hopefully it will be all good there. And I was very rigid when it comes to classes. I expect, let's not lie to ourselves here, I was not content with the state of WoW, and I wanted something else, that's same but better. But you know, other people have other opinions, which is fine. Fortunately, we got a great example of what that something else could be. How the so okay, let's stay like this. Usually I hate night and dark in games, but this actually has nice kind of vibe. So the closest that I never played League, but the closest feeling and knowledge that I can have is from Overwatch, I guess. Let's try and finish some thoughts before continuing, and sadly, yes, sadly, finish the stream. So yeah, art style wise, I guess that's it. Or not. Okay, let's try to make some sense. So maybe there's some you don't know, hidden plans and stuff. And I'm also talking about right MMO at that point. They also said something without saying anything. If I remember correctly, they just said it's gonna be different than League of Legends, but that can mean anything really, except for me, League of Legends. And maybe that's one of the causes of the arguments. And I can't think of the proper words here, so I'm just gonna make it raw. So maybe between the lines that was it. That and some other stuff. So who knows, let's just hope that it's gonna be good, that it's gonna look good either way. And it was then and there, also if I remember correctly, that forced my hand into saying that I'm okay with a bit more realistic stuff. And I think I did a waiver disclaimer then and there. But more and more that I see some things, still I would say that I'm more into cartoony stuff, you know, at face value. And the more and more that I see those realistic games that went more cartoony, more colorful, they usually just look like shiny realism. You know, they put a bit of color, a bit of shine, but they're still pretty realistic looking. I don't know. I thought there's a line for me, and I guess there is, but it's maybe a bit more closer to the cartoony style. Yeah, it's hard to me to control myself, but I will try. And you know, just focus on saying how I feel about certain stuff, and let you know, not let it seem that I'm saying something about some things. Okay, I guess that's one thing. I lowered the sound, hopefully you can see the atmosphere. Yeah, there's something else that comes to mind, but I wanna save that for the other intro I have in mind. And other stuff, let's check the map. Have no clue. Oh, okay, we're not that far away anyway. Oh no. Fuck. Torches to burn, baby. That's our castle. It's nice being in this mode and just being able to make everything you want. just aggravating NPCs. Let me do some quick maths. I guess we can say one more thing before we finish. Worst thing is, I write all these notes and I have no clue what they mean. And it's just some clutter that I need to decipher. And I was annoyed to write even those. A dilemma. Okay, I guess realism, enthusiasm was this. What is this? Fuck, I have no clue. Ah, yeah. Okay, I guess they say this. Yeah, fuck it, I don't wanna. Let's finish it with this. One thing, when I mentioned last time I said something about League and PvP, and and I did mean that, but what my note was intended for, and I had to rewrite it, at least now I got it, I think, was you had Warcraft 3, and from it became MOBAs and Dotas, with one main key difference. It was all about, let's say, pure PvP, no chores involved. So that was the major difference. You didn't have to bother with the base in real time, which was extremely annoying, and they got rid of it and made something easier and nicer. Now, I have never played either of those games, LoL or Dota, but I have seen some documentaries. Let's not go into making some jokes there. So my point is, you can have game without chores that's pure fun, in a way. I'm not sure how they work, but the concept of a game having to have chores is wrong, and WoW is often viewed as a chore. And I am of the opinion that they are afraid probably rightfully so, of making some major changes, because if anything goes wrong, and it probably will, it would be that guy's fault. So they're, trying not to rock the boat and, not be the one responsible for anything that happens. Where in Season of Discovery, apart from it, as I know, it being a lot smaller team, they also feel free to experiment. And I was never into rewards, but more and more I do recognize why they are important, because they are an example that you can point your finger at and say that is it, and end all arguments. And Season of Discovery is that in a way. For me, for example, I've talked a lot of times about not rushing it and starting it small. And now I can point my finger at Season of Discovery. That's not perfect example, but it's a pretty good example. You start small. You don't go all out. You release, I don't know how many zones, and you let go at it, and then slowly expand. One more thing, balance is always important. It's always important. You could hear in several places that it's not. It is. I'm more of a PvPer, and there I know how important it is. Whenever you go, and of course it should always be pug versus pug. Everything else is extremely bad. And if you go even in pug versus pug, and you see the other side, and in my bracket it used to happen a lot, you could see 7 hunters. Why? Because they were broken, and the rest were healers. What does that tell you? People don't want to be gimps. People don't want to be at a disadvantage. Even in PvE, where they go versus AI NPCs, they don't want to be at a disadvantage. And me, I could easily say, it's PvE, who cares? PvEers care. They don't want to be gimps either. And like I said, it's something completely else. It's cooperation versus the game. And even they don't want to do it, let alone PvP. So balance is important, always. As much as you can, it's important. People don't want to be second class. They don't want to be at a disadvantage. They don't want to be gimps. And when I look at some programs and games, it's clear, it's obvious. People that work on it don't really use it, don't really play it, have only partial knowledge of it. So maybe there was something else there, but okay, I guess that would be it. Let me see if I can do some emote in the air. Had no clue what that was, but I guess it will work. Bye bye and have fun.